I'm Haley and I'm the Customer Success Specialist here with SimpleSet, and in this video I'm going to give you a walkthrough of your manager account. So we'll kind of go through it as if this is your first time logging in and you need to get set up. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Teams and we're going to create a team. So you can see I already have Team 1 and 2, so I'm going to go to Add Team and we're going to make Team 3. Okay, now these are the default permissions that'll show up. Now I'll get to permissions in a minute, but these are the default ones. Now, while I'm here, I'm just going to add a header. So under team header on the none part, I'm going to click on that, and I can add in my contact info. So whatever info you'd like, and then we're going to upload a logo. Perfect. And there you go. Now you have a header. We'll get to that in a minute. So now we're going to add people to our team. So I'm going to go back to the staff tab and I'm going to go to invite staff. And I'm going to enter the emails of the people that I want to invite. Now you can put more than one email in here, but I only have 30 invitations left, so that I'm limited to 30 people that I can add in. So just keep that in mind if you're wondering why you can't add more people. So then I'm going to go to change the team. So I'm going to go to team here and click team 3. And it says with the following permissions. So again, these are the default permissions, but I'm going to leave them as is. So I'm going to hit send invitation, and I'm going to get this notification to tell my staff member to check their email, and then they'll just follow a link and accept. And down here you can see who has, or I guess has not accepted an invitation yet. So I'm just going to click out of here to get out of here. Now, I know we created team 3, but there's nobody actually on this team. So I'm going to go to team 2 because that's the team that my account is on. So I'll show you what happens if I change these permissions in here, what will happen on the staff account. So first and foremost, with these 3 right here, the read and write. So read and write means that the staff member, if they have these permissions, that means the staff member will be able to add exercises, edit exercises, and save them, as well as use the exercises. If it were no, none of these would even show up. They wouldn't have access to these at all. And read only, this means that they can only access the exercises and prescribe them to their clients, but they cannot edit the exercises and save them, and they cannot add to the to this folder here. So first, team exercises. So I have full permissions here. So we're going to go to my staff account. So team exercises is in here. So this means that anybody on this team will have access to these. Or in team 2, so only team 2 has access to these. Nobody on team 1 or 3 does. So now, since I have full permissions, I can go into here and I could edit this as I like. Let's just say 12, and I could save. I could go into my database and add exercises in. Just drag and drop. There it is. There it is. So that's because I have full permissions. If I didn't have full permissions, all I would be able to do is use the exercises. I wouldn't be able to add, and I wouldn't have been able to change this and save it. If I didn't have any permissions, I wouldn't even be able to access this. So that's the team exercises. So team folders, again, I have full permissions. So I'm going to go to folders up here, and I can access the team folders. So here I can use any of these kind of, I guess, exercises or exercise sets, and I can load them in my designer, and I can use them for my client. Now again, since I have full permissions, I could add an exercise to a folder, so I could show you. And that'll go to my team folder. there it is. So if I didn't have any permissions, I wouldn't even be able to access this folder. And again, only people on your team can access this folder. So same with organizational folders. Now, organizational folders, the whole organization has access to this. So you can share this between teams. It's not just limited to one team. So again, it's kind of similar to the team folder. There we go. I have exercises that I can use. And I could add to this as I want. I could edit these if I wanted. And I can use these because I have full permissions. But if I didn't have any permissions, this wouldn't show up. What else we got? Share clients, yes and no. So no means no, you will not share clients. And yes means yes, you will share clients. So that is in here. And so these are my clients. Since there isn't anybody else to share with, there are no other clients. But if I didn't have any permissions for this, I wouldn't be able to see other people's clients. And again, clients can only be shared between team members, not between teams. So only people on my team can see my clients. Swap account, yes, and swap account, no. So that is right here. Instead of, if I share the same terminal with other clinicians, all I have to do is click on that and they can just select their account instead of me having to log out and them logging back in. So that's pretty nifty. Restrict PHI, restrict personal health information. So it's restrict no or restrict yes. So yes, the personal health information is restricted, and no, the personal health information is not restricted. Second factor authentication. So this means if you log into a different, or log into SimpleSet under a different IP address, you will be asked to give us second factor authentication. It's just a code to your email. So you can turn that on or off if you're going to be, well, who knows, using different terminals or what have you. And then team header. So if this is off, that means that the staff member will have to add the logo themselves. But we'll just keep it on because we want to use the same logo as everybody else. And go back. Oh, that's okay. And that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something.